Alrighty, recording. Come on, load now. Come on, load now. Hurry up, hurry up. I've got someone to meet up with. Load up now. Load up now. I'm not really in a rush. I just enjoy seeing that. And it filled the video the time quite nicely. Alright, I'm in. Let's join wherever she might be at. Social. Yeah. Ah. Yeah.
Hey! Wow! You're so big. Oh my god. You're as big
Wow.
as this place.
Yeah, you're tiny. I made a sound effect, and that's how you knew I was here. A sound effect. Sorry for the wait.
So like, no, that's okay. So like, my neck is like really out right now. So if I might just be like looking at your feet when I talk to you and your knees, because like looking up is actually like really painful.
You didn't sleep on your pillow wrong, did you? That happens sometimes. That happens to me sometimes. Like if I have too much pillow or too little pillow.
No, like my muscles just went out completely. Like right before I got on this gate, right before I logged in, unfortunately, and it sucks because I want to like go live tomorrow and also do the Zoom call with everyone. So it's like, why is this happening right now? No. So if I look up, it's really painful. So that's why I figured I'd let you know if I'm looking like straight, like at your feet. That's why.
Yep.
I could make my avatar bigger, but I don't really want to be like the size of the world. Like I'd rather be like smaller.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I hope you feel better. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm hoping so. I don't know right now. I can hardly move my neck or my head, so it's not looking too promising. But I'm going to try to do some therapies and some stretching, and I have the heating pad on me right now, so I'm just praying because it's really bad.
I'm sure you'll feel a little bit better by tomorrow. Yeah.
It's good that I'm in here distracting me from it. Yeah, I hope so.
This music's making it hard to hear you. If we just like lower the music.
You can lower it.
Oh, you can. All right. Where?
Yeah, you have to do it in your menu.
Oh. Yeah, not world toggles.
You can shut the music off right. You can actually. There's the music right there. You can shut it off. It's gonna give you a soda.
Okay, it's just on and off. No volume change, but yeah, that's fine. It's like, it's not bad. I mean, I just wish it was like a little bit lower. That's all. But it's, you know, if I had to choose, I guess it'll be off so I could hear you.
You have to go in your menu in order to lower it. I can't do that for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking now. Yeah. Settings, social avatars.
This would be good to me. Here's a soda for you.
Yeah, thank you. You turn neon.
I just figured this was a good place to meet. I think Calling Eagle's gonna join.
Oh, cool. All right.
My eyes don't seem to want to open up on this avatar. Do my eyes look closed? Because they look closed from what I'm seeing.
Well, I can't see. You gotta face me, and then even then, I might not be able to see them.
Oh wait, now they're open! Yay!
Just barely. It's still hard to tell for me because I'm way up here, and you have like a hat on. And it's dark, so
yeah,
I can't tell. Yeah, really.
I can't lift my head up. I can only keep it like stationary. I can't look up. Otherwise, I'll need to pop some pain meds, which I don't want to do.
Understandable.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, I gotta turn the world music down. That got too loud.
Yeah, I couldn't hear any chat over it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It wasn't that loud for me. You guys are as big as the room.
Oh, Christmas tree.
Like
oh, Christmas tree. I truly love your colors. Or however the song goes.
And the only thing about that is I can't really look up because my muscles just went out on me. So I'm like I'm disabled now. I can't look up. Yeah, right before I got on, actually, I just like my muscles haven't spasmed in a while, but they just decided to right before I came on here. And I was telling Shades, and I'm like, darn, because I want to do so much tomorrow. And now I'm like, fuck, I hope I don't feel paralyzed. So far, it's not going good, but I figured that the worst will be in the beginning, and then hopefully it'll get a little better.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely give him a rest.
Then I'm on here.
Yeah, after this, yeah.
Yeah, that's why if I don't look up and I'm looking at your legs, that's why, because looking up is too painful.
You know, that'd be great if you could pick people up just by going up to them and just picking them up like a little doll.
Well, that one avatar I can. The one,
the big one, yeah. The superhero girl, yeah.
The really big one.
Superhero girl.
Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You have stick legs.
Oh.
It's so funny.
Those are my trunks.
Stick legs with the Christmas tree. So it looks like you've been exploring some Christmas tree worlds.
Yeah. I figured it was the season. But I gotta tell you this. Remember how we were trying to do that pumpkin whatever game that we couldn't figure out and then it crashed on us?
Yeah.
So I decided I was going to speedrun that since I knew how far we got and how quickly I can get to it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go ahead and speedrun this. Did everything I needed to do, got to where we were. That end crystal that we saw, all you do is you literally take that, follow the place out, go up the stairs, and you're right next to the mansion. Go to the mansion,
wow.
Johnny Longlegs or whatever, you give him the thing and it gives you the key. Now you'd think, okay, we can go to the next part, right? No, you go up to the gate and say, oh, hey, thanks for finishing the prologue. I'm in the process of making part 1, 2, and 3, but it's not going to be for Quest. It's going to be for PC. And I'm like, whatever.
Oh, shit, so you couldn't actually finish it?
No, because he hadn't even made parts 1, 2, and 3. He only made the prologue, and that's all we had to do was get that crystal to the door, give it to Johnny, he gives us the key, but that's all the further you can go because the rest of the town getting into it, it's not made yet.
Wow, that's so crazy. They don't tell you that though in the beginning of the game. They should tell you that in the.
There should be better indication. But what's there is cool though.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are having a hard time figuring it out, but I was like, after an hour of screwing around with it myself, I was like, hey, I think I know what happens next. So.
Wow, VR chat though. VR chat. It's like
oh, your avatar changed.
I just want them. That's why I'm getting the link cable. We're gonna see if I can actually run the headset through the gaming laptop. But the gaming laptop is oldish, so we'll see if it'll work. But it's worth a shot because it seems like without being able to access this PC stuff, like I can play VR chat on the laptop without the headset. But the whole point of having the headset is to really like use it in VR chat. Like that's the number one reason why people get the Quest. That's the number one reason why people get the Quest. So.
Yeah. So the laptop, as I recall, is late 2012, I believe, because that's when it was originally purchased. So yeah, it's almost a decade old. Not quite, but almost like 9 years old already.
Yeah. So it might not be powerful enough to run the headset. But it's worth a shot. It's worth a shot. It's better than not trying.
Yeah, that's for
I
sure. Yeah.
can't see a lot of stuff. Like, I can't see your avatar. I can't go into a lot of worlds. So it's just better. Like, you just gain so much more access. I think like VR chat will be less glitchy. So we'll see what happens. See if I can even hook it up, because I'm not very good with technology, as I've said before, probably. But I'm thinking, how hard can it be? It's one cable. It's one cable, so it goes into the headset, into the computer, and then I start the game up. So yeah, it can't be that hard. But
we have technology. Remember how Patrick you banged the monitor on the paper or whatever because we have technology? That was funny.
Technology.
Technology.
But yes, thank you, Shadesman. Thank you, Shadesman, for the laptop. Shadesman gave me my gaming laptop. So.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it was about 2 years ago, I think I gave it. Maybe a year. But then it had an issue where I put new memory in, but apparently that's what caused it to slow down because it was incompatible with the hard drive. Then her other friend, John, I forgot his last name. She knows a few Johns. But anyways, a friend John, he realized what the problem was, and then he got, what was it, new hard drive to match with the memory?
We just restored the whole system. He put new Windows in it and everything.
Well, as long as it works, it doesn't slow down anymore. That's what counts.
Yeah, no, it was weird. It completely shut off one day. Like, Windows wouldn't load, and I was just getting these little dots. And I couldn't go to I couldn't go into safety mode either. So, I was like, oh no, not the laptop that Shadesman gave me, but.
Who would have thought that hard drive and memory being compatible? I guess it's a laptop, so it can only do so much. So yeah, but at least he solved the issue. I thought it was like a virus that I just could not get rid of, even though it didn't pick up anything.
Yeah, no, it's like Windows was just malfunctioning on it.
Yeah,
but I used it for a while before that happened. I used it for a while before it crashed, and then now it's pretty good.
It's good to know that it stayed good. So yeah, that was the issue then.
But for real though, my setup needs work. Like I'm not talking about your laptop being bad or anything, but like my setup is like where my computer desk is. My chair is like not even a gaming chair or a computer chair, if you could even imagine that. It's like a wooden chair from, I don't know when, like a dining room set that I got from a friend's like.
Oh, I used to be like that. Yeah, I used to have it that way. Yeah, but now I have the gaming chair. I have the uplift desk. I have a nice setup right now. So yeah, and it's important because it's actually It's actually a workspace. It's actually a workspace now too, technically. So yeah, as well. So it actually worked out really well for me.
Nice. I had computer chairs over the years, but like in this spot, where I have the desk, I really can't fit it. And then I have an area, like my studio area, to film TikToks and YouTube stuff. So it's like, if I didn't have that, maybe I could finagle a bigger area so I could fit a computer chair. But right now, I can't even fit a computer chair in there where the desk is. So it's really funny, but I like old stuff anyway, so it's like part of my room just looks like it's 1883, and then the rest just has like computers and a big flat screen TV. It's so funny. And then stereo from the 90s. I have I do have a Sony like stereo from the 90s, which is pretty cool.
It's a mishmash kit bash.
I have a system. It's a system.
Speaking of sitting down,
the cassette tapes got stuck though in the cassette tape player of it, which stinks. So I had to
stinks like a fart
on that in the future.
Speaking of sitting down, my butt got tired, so I'm standing up now. Yeah, yay me! I have the option to stand or sit. Now I just decided to stand up. My desk is higher now.
So funny, the stick legs.
Oh, wow, you still have it even with the snowman, the same legs and arms. I just realized it's the same exact arms and legs as with the tree. Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know. They probably got lazy with the avatar. Like, we'll just round this one out, make it white. It's a snowman.
It's a
Don't
snowman.
change the arms, don't change the legs.
Yeah, exactly. The tree is just a derivative of the snowman.
Where'd you find that? Where'd you find this one in the tree?
These are actually in a room called, I think, 100 plus avatars, or
Oh wow.
something. I wonder if I can just see it. It's actually been like a good long while, probably about a week since I've been on here.
Oh wow.
So.
Do you play standing up or do you play sitting down?
Depending on like how, like, if my leg muscles are really sore, I'll be predominantly sitting down. So I have the avatar in a sitting down, so it stands up. But as of right now, I'm standing up. That's why if I crouch, it'll crouch me.
There you go. Yeah, it's more movement when I'm standing up. So I'm standing up right now, but like a lot of times I'm sitting. Mm-hmm. It's weird though. Through my headset right now, I'm seeing like little like phantom squares. I don't know what that's about. Are you seeing that, or maybe that's just me? Like, it just looks like these light color like boxes. Like,
I see like
it must be my head
floating.
No, it's like not in the world. I think it's in my headset itself.
Yeah, because I don't see them. It's just like, the same odd particle I see flying around, like these like firefly things.
Like
yeah, it's different what you're seeing.
Almost like these it's almost like these medical crosses. They're just like these light shadows of these medical crosses. I think it must be my headset itself, like the lenses.
Major medical boy, yeah. Affleck.
Oh no.
Remember those commercials with the pigeon? Oh man, and the duck here.
As long as my lenses aren't like breaking or something, it's just weird. It's not very noticeable, but it's enough. It's like, it's weird. I don't know what to make of it.
Let's say if your lenses inside do actually crack or something, is there like a way to fix it? Or do you have to like send it into Oculus or?
Oh, I think you can get a replacement on it. I'm pretty sure you can get like a replacement on it. But you might have to fix it yourself, but you might have to fix it yourself. I'm not sure with the Quest though.
Whoa, Bart Simpson with 3 eyes. That's weird. The fish was weird enough, but it was actually Bart Simpson with 3 eyes.
I hope my lenses are okay.
Holy pillows! What in the world?
It's like a pillow world.
Why does Bart Simpson have 3 eyes?
You can't even have a pillow fight, like.
Coca-Cola Classic. It's always the one. Whenever there was first.
Time to go to sleep. Just go to sleep. Come on, just close your eyes. It's okay. It's okay. Just hush, hush, hush.
No.
It's okay.
No.
That's all this room is for, just smothering each other in VR.
Bink.
That's all they want us to do.
The pillows are gone.
I know, it's like a ridiculous amount of... Why do we need this many pillows?
You can toggle the pillows off.
I don't know, like I said, there's just a wall of pillows.
They're back now. You can actually toggle pillows on and off. What a thing. What a thing that you could do. That's weird.
Is there more to this place?
Maybe you build something.
Oh my god, that goes to the nether.
Yeah, my avatar is pretty big, actually.
You know, ever since we went to that bar that you can actually interact with everything, every other bar I go to, I like want to try to interact or eat stuff out of it. Because it was just so cool. Like, I like that.
Oh, good. Yeah, it was fun.
And I'm like, these places are lame because I can't drink or can't hear the crunching of eating peanuts.
I know, right? It's like, wait, this is not worthy of my time. I love hearing the crunch of the chips. Oh my god, crunching of those chips.
Mm-hmm.
I've been craving chips. Like, it just makes me want to eat like bad foods though.
Yeah.
It's like VR ASMR.
Pillows.
Well, I can't seem to do anything with these arcade machines.
You can't interact with the pillows?
No, the pillows I can, not the arcade machines, I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah, no, nothing. They said nothing's really interactive in here. They said they're working on the world.
That's a lot of pillows, though. Where do these pillows come from? They got duplicated?
Well, on the description of the
God.
world itself.
Oh. Okay, that scared me. I just see a girl, Lala, just formulate outside of the pillows and just appear. It scared me. Oh my goodness.
There's another person.
I know, see?
It's a rat.
Caught me off guard as well. I was just like, goodness sake.
Oh my gosh, every time, like last time I was in VR chat and now there's always a rat in it. But at least this one's not gigantic.
I see a person, not a rodent. Huh. But I guess I see a different avatar,
it's definitely it's Ratatouille. It's a Ratatouille, but that's okay.
I see a girl in pink with a headband. That's what I see.
Oh, so let me click on it. Maybe they're giving me the replacement one.
Yeah, just like you see my robot, but I'm the Doomslayer, so you're it's that same kind of thing. Yeah.
Now I can see them. Oh,
okay,
that's so much better. That's so much better.
All trying to be polite. I don't see a rat. I see a person, everybody. I only see people.
I forgot I had to click and hit, like, view the avatar.
No, literally a human I see, so yeah, that's the avatar, so yeah.
What do your kiddos think when you're on here? What do they think it is?
Like what I'm wearing?
Yeah, like what do they think it is? Because they're really, like, young, so, right? Isn't one only, like, 3 and the other one's 5?
3 and 6. They actually, when I first got this, I downloaded a roller coaster, VR roller coaster, and they absolutely love that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of funny because I have a large, it has to be like a 20-foot stuffed snake that the head is like bigger than my head. And so I kind of wrapped them around it, so it kind of gave them the feel like they were on a roller coaster. You know, because how when you go on a roller coaster, you have the straps that go over your head and over your shoulders. I can wrap the snake around their head and shoulders like that, so they can hold on while they're going on the roller coaster. So it kind of gives them a little bit of a feel. So they love doing the roller coaster. So every now and then, like, can we do VR? Can we do? I'm like, yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and do some VR. You know, I'll pick some things.
But yeah, I went on the roller coaster, and I went on a Christmas one or something recently. That was fun. That was like, I really felt it. I was on one. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, they said mainly like the Quest isn't for like kids 12 and under. They said that they're like, it's too dangerous for them. So it's
too dangerous.
Like, yeah,
because kids like to run with their eyes closed, so they'll run in the room with the Quest and bump into walls.
Also, I'd like the bullying, I guess. Like, if they play VR chat, obviously, they have their whole article that I read was like, yeah, it's unhealthy for them, and blah, blah. It's so funny because I finally tried, what's the game, IVMU or something? And it's basically like a virtual world, but you play it on your phone. And I've always liked the avatars from it, so I finally tried that. And I was like, oh, this is so much fun. I love the avatar I can make. It's so cute.
Avatar.
Then, like, all the worlds, like, all the
first
worlds were, like,
Airbender.
more sexual than VR chat. All the worlds were more lewd than VR chat. Like, every world I went into was, like, people getting it on. Like, literally getting it on for real.
Oh, damn.
How would you do that?
And with VR chat, I just picture like avatars
on.
glitching out. That's what I picture with VR chat. That's the main thing I think about. An
avatar
is some weird thing happening.
Well, people have done that. People have done that in VR. People have done that in VR chat too, but you're not supposed to. You're not actually supposed to do that in VR chat.
It is funny though because they do have those like warnings.
In this game, it was like totally allowed, and all the worlds were like kind of geared towards that, and like people were acting like really ghetto. And I was like, what the heck? Like, this is, like, even worse than VR chat. What's going on? It was just weird. Like, the first world I went into was, like, 2 avatar people going at it. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Now,
like,
are
why
the
am I in
avatars
here?
made to just start doing that? Or is it, like, actual people in real life? We're just burying, girl.
It's you can walk around in it and stuff, and then I guess once you hit once you walk to a certain point, it automatically puts your avatar in a certain position in that world. It's weird. Huh.
Avatar, the first airbender.
Because, like, I'm sitting there thinking, like, okay, let's say I have, like, full body tracking. I can definitely do, you know, the hip movements. I can do arm movements. But nothing's really happening. Like, you're not receiving anything. Nobody's receiving anything on your end unless, like...
but I've seen a lot on VR chat, but it wasn't allowed, though. But, like, people in a world did do stuff and showed me stuff. Me and my friend, and we were like, what's going on right now? So, like, this is like, kids are on here. But yeah, I think they cracked down on that a lot, and they got rid of a lot of the avatars that people were trying to leak, like, into even, like, public avatar worlds that were, not safe for work, so... Yeah, I think they kind of, got rid of a lot of them. But on this game on your phone, it's just like normalcy on there. Just go into these worlds. And I'm like, what? I definitely didn't think it was going to be that lewd. But okay, and it's like basically a chat room and all these people are like saying all this lewd stuff and I was like, oh god. So I got out of there. Just not what I thought it was going to be. But it's like cool with the avatars you can make. But I'm like, I got VR chat, which is more... realistic. I don't really to play the game on my phone when I got the headset.
Huh.
So. I wish I could take the avatar that I made. I wish I could take the avatar that I made and put it in VR chat. Wouldn't that be cool if you could just like download an app, make your own avatar? I wish it wasn't so put in VR chat. It's so complicated though to make one. Oh my god, it's so hard. So freaking hard.
Easy, medium, hard.
Unity expert. This is so funny. This person's totally buried.
I'm not a Unity expert, but luckily I'm a Doom Engine, Quake Engine expert, kind of, in terms of map making. That's what pays me. So,
yeah. And they're dancing in there, like.
Oh, how cute!
Maybe they're happy that I gave them something to eat. They're having so much fun in there. Wait, hold on. There's. I'll give him a beer.
Santa is real, but Santa is not a crocodile. Oh, it's a pillow fort.
Oh, they changed avatars too.
Aww.
Oh. How dare you escape?
It's a pillow fortress.
Going in the pillows. I'm too big for it.
Your head is just barely sticking out. You know, we can adjust this. We can adjust this. Right there.
I made myself smaller.
And just make yourself super small so you just see like this dome of pillows.
Oh my god, I would love to be in this for real right now, in real life, just guzzling on a beer.
People have to knock on the pillow to see if you'll let them in.
I know.
I'm making a pillow igloo.
This is my pillow fort. This is my pillow fort.
I can see you. Oh, never mind.
I covered it.
Shades keeps covering all the peeping holes.
Now I never want to leave. I'm just gonna stay in here. This is so
See, now,
cool.
If you bring a bowl of those chips or peanuts in there, all we'd hear is just like a crunching and drinking.
Oh my god, you're killing me.
You have your own VR ASMR.
It's been so hectic the last 2 days for me. Like I literally like want this in real life. Like I just want to be in a fire pit with beer and
Beer and chips.
Oh no, the pillows are moving. Am I doing that? Or are you doing that?
I see one of them that like in the middle. It seems to be Are they respawning or where are we getting all these pillows?
I've gotten all the pillows from the area. All the pillows I can pick up are now here.
Let's see, what do I got? Ooh, candy.
The reason why the pillows are moving is because the other person's in there moving them with you.
Oh. Shades, man.
I think, well, no, that's moving. Okay.
All these pillows everywhere.
Damn, I'm about to go off my diet right now and just eat.
If I crouch, I could just barely fit in there. Yeah, I could just see the inside.
You know what? Let me turn into an avatar that's small. Who is my small?
Yeah, you guys should like make your avatar small and come in here. You should make it. You should choose a small avatar. I didn't know we were gonna be in here this long. I thought we would just meet up in here and then go elsewhere. This is kind of fun.
Oh my goodness, now I'm being a smaller avatar. Holy crap. How big is this place?
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Shade man's legs.
Okay, so...
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah.
It's
Shades
kind of
man,
creepy.
do you have other avatars that you could pick? Make a small one.
Okay, I know I'm seeing...
Oh my neck.
Not Shade Man, the other person. I see them. Strange enough, I can't point onto them, and it's kind of creepy because all I see is like these red eyes, a really brilliant smile, but everything is dark. Yeah, girl. Oh, it was kind of creepy because you couldn't see them close up, or like really at all. Kind of transparent, but that was
Oh, she's inside the pillow. That's why.
Yeah.
It's a pillow fortress.
Like,
but yeah, I was just responding to New York.
Make us a pillow fort.
Yes.
Shadesman is so big.
I like creating things like this. Maybe I don't do it in Unity, but I'll do it in Quake Engine, Doom Engine. That's why I'm getting paid to make levels now. It's a good feeling.
That's right. That's right. That's so cool. How many have you made so far?
For that project I got paid for, I have 2 so far. I'm finishing up the second one actually, but he already paid me for it. So yeah, I'm already gearing up for the third one. $320 a map once a week because it's not like it's under 20 hours per map I'm doing. I'm trying to pace myself. It's not a speed map exactly because that'd be like under 5 hours maybe, but it's still a pretty fast pace I can go.
Nice, nice.
And because I'm working,
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Because I'm still working my overnight job and my second job, so I got to pace myself with this because I'm still working on other mapping projects for free, as I've been doing, like my Slayer's Testaments mod. So I'm pretty busy in terms of mapping, but it's the kind of thing that I could work it around my other stuff. So I went running in the morning after my overnight, ran like 8 or 9K.
Wow,
then I went to bed.
Looks like you have 2 heads right now, Shades Man. What? That's so weird. Oh, because of the mirror, I guess.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's a mirror?
Yeah, there's a mirror there. It looked like it made
I didn't know. I
like
just thought it was a black void. I was like...
So oh no, I put up mirrors, but... So before you guys came in, I set up the room and I took a couple of pillows and I put them somewhere like around the room, and then I put some drinks around the room, and then I toggled on all the mirrors.
Skiddy bop.
Because I like to be a good hostess.
She was so nice to set up everything, and here we are, just making a fort with the pillows.
I know, you like completely messed it up.
No, that pop can doesn't belong there.
It's better than real life when I used to have parties and then people used to show up uninvited and break stuff, so...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so... VR is kind of nice. It's like, hey, I don't have to worry about the cleaning up part. I don't have to worry about if something breaks. It's great.
Nor do you have to worry about people's mud prints.
So
oh, wait, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, oh my god. I like having fun and entertaining, but I don't miss, like, people acting crazy, because when you have, like, a place on the water and stuff, people just kind of go nuts. At least they did at my place on the water. And then they were just being too out of control.
Years ago,
I couldn't control them, which was like, oh god. And people would just come to my house and just go nuts. Like, everything would start off like normal, like barbecuing or whatever, regular party, and then people would be like jumping off the roof into the pool.
Oh my god!
Man. Jumping off.
Did anyone get paralyzed? No, hope not.
Yeah.
I'm sure you would have mentioned it if somebody got paralyzed from that. Yes, it would have been a story for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad that never happened. But I never told anybody to do that. They just did that on their own accord.
Yeah, I know. It's like that's what people do. That's what some people do when they're drunk. It's like they'll just do it. They don't care. They don't know better when they're drunk. If they're that drunk.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. They probably saw it in like a movie and they're drunk and they don't know better and they just do it. Like this is what they do at parties. I'll go on a roof and jump into the pool. Don't do that. That's what they do it.
Yeah.
So what is your guys' opinion of the name Orson? Like Orson Krennic, or Orson the Pig from Garfield, or Orson Welles? Isn't Orson an interesting name?
It is, but like nobody has that name that I know of except Orson Welles.
Yeah, except those three I mentioned. I don't know of any. Yeah, except those three. Those are the only time I ever heard the name Orson. Orson Welles, Orson Krennic, Orson the Pig. Orson Krennic was from Rogue One. Orson the Pig from Garfield, and Orson Welles was, an author.
I think it's always fun to see like the old timey type of names. If you ever go to like the old cemeteries, you go back to some of the older headstones, you'll see some interesting names.
Ethel,
I saw
like
one
that one,
guy whose name Octavius. Like nobody's named Octavius anymore.
Yeah, that sounds so old. It's like Roman old, not even 1800s old, like Roman old.
No.
There was a girl that I graduated with. Her name was Olga. And
yeah.
I hadn't heard that name since like an old Olga that was already 80 years old before I graduated. I was like, she must be the last of the Olgas, because you never hear anybody named Olga anymore.
That sounds like a title almost. I am the last of the Olgas. The clan.
Last of the Olga.
People are naming their kids Rose, though. They still use that name, Rose. That's an old name. But definitely not that name, or Orson, or like Helen. Nobody really names their kids Helen anymore. Or Joy.
There's some names.
By a lot of senior citizens, and like every other woman's name here is like Joy or Helen.
Oh
it's
man,
so confusing.
There's no more joy to be had.
There's some timeless names like Chris, Stephanie, Jess. There's just some names that don't seem to aren't considered old-fashioned or new-fashioned. They're just there. Greg is kind of there. There's a lot of names that are just there. Jack, Jack could be
And
anything.
1,000 Johns.
Yeah, John.
1,000 Johns.
John has been around for a long time, but they don't sound old-fashioned. I guess just because they never went out. They never went out of style. People still use them.
Toms and Johns.
Well,
Johns and Toms.
I mean, think about this. Adam has been a name since the beginning of time. And
Yeah,
that's
right.
Around. People still name Adam.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird how some names can be from way back, but it still doesn't sound old because people never stop simply because people never stop using it. I guess I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Ethel sounds like it's period.
Right, definitely.
Oh yeah, nobody names their kids Ethel. That's for sure. Now, I have a friend named Ethel, but she's like 78 years old. So yeah, she's an old neighbor of mine, but she's really cool. Oh, by the way, Calling Eagle, what's your name, or do you have like a nickname if you don't want to give away your real name?
So, I suppose you could say that my birth name is Thomas. Calling Eagle is my Native American name that I got from an elder. So I generally use that for
oh, cool.
A lot of things out there. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's pretty neat, actually. It's cool. Like my screen name is actually based on my real life nickname as well. So I kind of see how that goes. I kind of get it. Shades who wear shades. My real name is Chris, and you're Tom. Tom. Wow, I'm just Thomas, right? Yes. Well, Tom is short for Thomas. It's the same thing. So what else? Adrian was going to ask you something. What was she going to ask?
Oh, I was going to say that's cool that you were dubbed, that you got the name Calling Eagle from someone. I kept thinking that was your screen name. So you were in touch with your family.
It actually wasn't my family because at the time I hadn't really made contact with a lot of my Native American family. Only a couple that had lived nearby. And I really don't even keep in touch with them anymore. It's a whole huge drama stuff. Like I was just like, if you guys are gonna keep this up, I'm just never gonna talk to you again. I never did.
Wow.
But it ended up being another elder on the reservation that ended up giving me this because of an old eagle feather that I had. I don't even know where the eagle feather is anymore. I want to say it's still in my stuff somewhere. But I guess he had spotted me across the street because I used to have it around my wrist. Because of course, like whenever I move my arm, the feather would never bend. I always worried that the feather would bend if I had it in my hair. I don't know why I thought that. But this old elder saw it, and he points to me. He's like, Calling Eagle. And I'm like, huh? He's like, Calling Eagle. He points to me. And I'm like, I kind of was like, oh, he must be thinking I'm somebody else. I'm like, no, my name's Thomas. He's like, no. You are Calling Eagle. And he points to my feather. And he says, that feather has the image of an eagle who's calling out. So he says, your name is Calling Eagle. I'm like, oh. Well, thank you very much. And he's like, yeah. And it's more of a akin to, like, if you wanted to put a description to it or a meaning to Calling Eagle, it's like, because eagles aren't very, very loud. They kind of almost chirp when they talk. So their voice, like if you were to make the voice akin to like a human, they'd be soft-spoken.
Interesting.
So, and eagles are seen as wise.
So when they're calling
eagles... There's a ton of eagles by me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, probably. There's now a turn of turkeys by you. There used to be eagles, I guess, but it's now turkeys. But either way, they're birds.
Just in the recent past, too, I remember seeing, like, tons of eagles for some reason by me. For, like, a year or so.
Hey, as long as it's a bird.
In a while, but, yeah, there was a lot. That was, like, last year, or the year before. It was just, like, a lot.
All birds are interesting. Everyone knows.
Cool, though. That's a cool story.
It is. The bird is the word after all, and it's interesting what you say about the eagle because it's significant. It is, yes. Eagle. The fact that they aren't really that loud, so when they call, it's significant. I guess that's what the significance is of that name because when they call, it means something because they usually aren't that loud.
Yeah,
I can picture
when
the bird is the word.
When someone talks, a lot of people talk, but they don't say very much. It's just a bunch of noise. Like seagulls. But
those.
I think it's because of the fact that I myself am very soft spoken. I hate yelling. I don't want to ever get to that octave. It hurts my voice. So, but I've talked to people and I'm just I've seen several people that have had issues and whatnot. I'm like, well, let's think about what we're doing here. Let's think if there's actually a solution. So, given that eagles are seen as wise, almost avatars in the Native American world, they're seen as the wise, as wisdom. And with me having the Native American name as calling eagle, I'm like, well, maybe it's because when I speak to people or when I talk to people, I try to use reason, I try to use logic, I try to use everything that would just make more sense, common sense, So it's very fitting if you wanna say that.
You're patient. It is. That's so funny. I say that a lot too. It's so fitting. It's so cool.
Oh crap!
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. The name suits you well.
This just gave me an idea.
Times, I said,
wow, I gotta write it down.
I never it wasn't given to me. I didn't say.
Bird. The bird is the word. Bird. Sorry.
I didn't. It wasn't my idea to have this name either. So I was just for someone to recognize that, see it from across the road, an eagle feather that I had isn't big. It's about maybe 2 to 3 inches long. But for him to see that pattern across the road, when I just never saw it on me, says something about that elder and how he kind of perceives life. How he sees things. He can see that from across the way and be like, hey, you were calling eagle.
He knows his stuff. That's what it says to me about that elder. Yeah.
Stuff. There's wisdom in him. So, but otherwise, I'm just Thomas.
But my idea for the patient, cool. The patient at the doctor's office who is so patient he never got treated. That could be a short story. He's like, oh, and then he goes home to his fam. And they ask him, whoever it is, maybe he's married, maybe he's just single and lives with his brother, and he asks him, hey, so did doctor ever give you the medicine? No, I'm so patient. I'm a patient. Aren't patients supposed to be patient? It might be kind of lame, but it could be a funny short story, but that's about all it'll be. It's like, oh, I forgot. I was so into being patient, but I was too patient because I'm what's known as a patient at the doctor's office. And I never actually got my, what he was there to do.
And then Chuckles Chinchilla comes down from the moon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Another character a friend of mine.
That was random. That was So Shades Man wrote a novel in the past, and one of the characters was called Chuckles the Chinchilla.
And that's actually not even it wasn't even from the novel. It was just from a short story play I did, and just a 6-page.
Yeah, it was from a short story. He's wrote
comic
children's books before.
Well, nothing published. I wouldn't even call it that. Yeah, it's kind of like a spoof on a children's book. It seems like it's children's, but it's really not. It's just just more. It's not adult theme per se.
It was published. I thought you had was your novel.
No,
published
I only had a Kindle novel.
Oh.
No, I only had a Kindle novel which I published on online. Didn't even advertise. That's all I had. But yeah, anyways, Chuckles the Chinchilla is just its own. Yeah, Chuckles the Chinchilla is just a character who in real life was a friend's pet, and that's where I got it from. The name. That chinchilla is probably dead because back in 2014, the chinchilla was 20 years old. So I can imagine now it's probably not around.
Back when I was... Oh, when would it have been? Years ago. Probably over 10 years ago. Me and my friend Nick made a character that we would tell stories about. His name was Effron the Retarded Rabbit.
Effron.
Effron
Oh
the
my
retarded
goodness.
rabbit. Yeah, it was. That's. I don't remember any of the stories because we would just talk and we just tell the stories, just on a whim. We'd be like, hey, let's make a story about Effron. He's like, okay, and we just start saying stuff. One day he was in his house and he decided to make eggs or something. I don't know. I was more creative back then. Maybe because had less on my plate. I don't know.
Yeah, I have to be creative. It's like I like being creative, but now I have to be creative because I'm getting paid for one of my gigs to be creative. So it's not something I'd give up anyways. I
Right.
want to keep being creative. So just even that extends to other things, not just map making. I just come up with random ideas for things still, even if it's like just something funny or something that I think is funny at least. It's like, hey, maybe I could use it somewhere else that would make sense. Even if it's not laugh out loud funny, it's like, oh, that's interesting, like a blurb. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Effrin the retarded rabbit. Oh, the R word. It's like he's literally the R word right now. Well, his name is E. It starts with E,
Mm-hmm.
but But yeah, it's like he could be in a thing where it's like, okay, was this the kind of rabbit that lived in nature, or was he like a Bugs Bunny almost, but like a Bugs Bunny rabbit that lives in a house, could live in a house or something. Well, Bugs Bunny lived in the ground, but in later shows, Bugs Bunny lived in a house. So where does Effrin fit in the scale?
Effron has a house. He's retarded.
Okay, by human
Um,
standards, then, yeah. So he would do
I don't know.
human things that are not
I
as
suppose all
smart,
the
yeah.
hijinks are pretty much just like him trying to do things and they never work out. You know,
He'd
he
open the
probably thinks
door the
he's
wrong way.
succeeding in his tasks, but they just fail miserably
Oh
every
man.
single time. You
Oh
know.
man. Yeah, so he'd like open the door the wrong way, like he's trying to pull, but all he's have to do is push. But he's happy he got it open.
Right. Maybe it's a whole situation where he spends all day trying to get that door open, but you know what? It's really a pull, but he's pushing. And he's just trying everything he possibly can to push that door open. It just won't work. Until like the very, very end of the day when he's just like, I'm too tired, I'm going to bed. And it just pulls open.
I think that would work best if he had another character that was like the straight man, so to speak, and then that character realized, oh, you finally did it. But then Efren is the one who's still happy. He's like ignorant to the fact that, you know, that he took all. He's not the one who's frustrated. He's just happy he got it open, because so he doesn't really learn. But the other character who's like the straight person, who's like the viewer, that's the character who grows frustrated. It's like almost SpongeBob Squidward kind of thing.
Or it could be where, um, as he's trying to push the story, takes all day long trying to push the story, gets tired of it, has no other options to go through. Then that straight person comes in. He pushes the door. Do we want to go in there?
Yes, the straight man of the
Okay.
comedy duo.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is perfect to talk about such camp stories. Well, this is something, yeah.
So
Hey, your avatar looks different. Yeah, no, your avatar is the same.
We're lost at sea on a life raft.
Yeah, the life raft is like a ceiling and everything. That's cool though. Yeah, we can tell stories in here. So, anyways, yeah, it'd be like you have that situation where the character does the thing for the door, and it could even work its way more effectively because this is after it happened the first time. The Effort still hasn't learned his lesson, and this time the character just does it. It's like that's all you had to do. Yay, you did it, thank you. And he's like,
in the end.
oh, and then the first character's like, oh, because, Efren doesn't realize that he's putting him through that, because Efren is, lacking.
Right, exactly. He's not getting the fact that instead of pulling, he's pushing. And while the other character by the end of it comes in to it, like all he had to do was just pull, he would have been able to go out and get his stuff, just it's one of those things that like it'll frustrate people who hear it, who watch it, who read it. They're like, come on, just
What else can
Can you see
Effron?
anything?
What else can
Yeah,
Effron
that
do
might
or
make
don't
you
do?
feel a bit ill.
Oh,
Might make you feel
well, then
a
I'll stay
bit
inside.
ill. Wow.
Oh yeah, so I'm just seeing it on a PC, so it's not like a big deal for me. But yeah, the water's going up and down like it's waving around, and I see a lot of rain.
We have some provisions. 1 flashlight, 3 cans of food, and 2 other square cans.
Hold the grab. Oh, I bet I can toss it out the window.
This is a jumbo flashlight. Am I just that small?
You are pretty small. I thought maybe we were gonna feel the movement in here. But we don't. Got a mirror.
Whoops, I dropped it out the raft. I fell out the raft. Oh
You just committed suicide.
Oh no! Yay! I just
Oh
took
no,
a
oh no.
selfie.
no! Oh yeah!
This is like a red room. I'm gonna put my piece.
I have no idea how to exit out of these cameras. Like it says close on it, and then I hit close, and then nothing happens. So I guess there's a trick to it. It doesn't close until I go to another world.
The
So,
Doom
I don't know,
Slayer.
like I said, we never like wrote anything down, but we totally could create Effron into actually something. You know.
Yeah,
But
for
if
sure.
he's retarded, it's not. If he's retarded, like the character's retarded, then people will get a little like offended by it.
Yeah, so maybe call it something else. What's another word for that? That rhymes with that starts with the letter E. Like if you find a word that starts with the letter E, Effron the Inefficient. No. Effron. No, his name could be Effron the Efficient, but he's not efficient at all. He calls himself that though. Effron the Efficient.
Effron the Efficient rabbit. Let's see here.
I am Effron the Efficient Rabbit, and I'm efficient. And then Chuckles, his best friend, is like, no, you're really not efficient. Yes, I am. I know how to do stuff.
Like he spends a lot of his time trying to prove that he can do things.
You see, I got that door open, eventually. Yeah, it was my help.
Eventually.
You see, I know how to walk. Unless you chew gum at the same time. I know what 2 plus 2 is. A number is not an answer.
Effron, you fail to realize where your failures are. Come on now, Effron.
Pretty much, yeah.
Program.
He says Effron's the kind who would say 2 plus 2 is a number, but it's really, you know, we know it's 4, but he didn't know that. He just knows it's a number. And that's good enough for him.
Effron. Well, I mean, we could, you know how, oh, what's that band's name? Why am I blanking on that? Was it System of a Down?
I'm just taking lots of pictures, don't worry. I lost all those other selfies and screenshots I took that time when we were all in the Christmas world. I don't know what happened to them, but they just, I guess they expire after a while.
What?
I don't know. I couldn't find them. But I found other ones that I took right at the same day, but the ones that I took prior to that day were not there. So yeah.
So I think it's System of a Down. They made a song called Rolling Suicide, but they couldn't use that title because it has suicide in it. But at the beginning of the song, if you hear they quietly say Rolling Suicide. very, very quietly, and then the song goes, they let it, you know, that's how they got past the...
Past the censors.
People. Yeah, past the censors. I was trying to find
the word. Yes. Yep, precisely, you know.
Yeah. They got past the censors because they changed it to something else, but they still say Rolling Suicide at the beginning of the song.
They could just change it to something that rhymes, like rolling fruiticide. Or rolling appleside.
Remember when they used to put parental advisory in CDs? Do they still do that or no?
I haven't bought a CD in a long time, but I think they still do. And even like when you download songs, it'll say whether it's explicit or not. So, but of course, CDs are a lot easier to keep under control, because like, if you weren't old enough to buy the CD, like, oh, you can't buy that one.
There used to be a music store by me called The Wall, and that was like the place to get music from. It's called The Wall. And yeah, The Wall, it was a, you know, you were cool if you went there and got music. And it wasn't in a mall, it was like in a regular shopping center. Which is now, what is it now? We have Big Lots, the Fry Pan, Asian Food Place, Subway, and Staples. I don't even think about it now. It's like we don't even think about, remember, like at malls and stuff, like there was CD places and music places. Like you don't see that anymore at all, right? There's no places that just have straight up CDs. Yeah, things are kind of going by the wayside now. You don't see any places that just sell CDs and tapes. It's always fun to like browse and go through all that. I still have so many CDs and tapes, like tons. Tons and tons.
I like the fact that we had a pillow fortress. Now in this world, we are actually inside another kind of tent, in a way. It kind of works.
It's got a sense of,
I thought we would feel movement in here, but I'm kind of glad we don't. But looking outside will make me feel ill, so I haven't. I was looking for something different that we haven't done. And I know it's always fun to play a game, but I was thinking just something fun like a boat ride, and then that's how I found this.
I recognize that thunder from Sound Effects Library.
Fun one. This is a fun one.
Where are my hands?
I don't understand this. Does this happen to you guys? I'll look something up. Right, I'll put like boat or whatever in. I'll look that up. A bunch of worlds will come up. Then I'll go out of the menu, I go back in the menu, look up the same word, and then like more than half of those worlds that were there before are gone. Even though I'm looking up the same exact thing that I looked up before. Like all those worlds, where are they? They're just gone. I don't understand.
Eaten by black holes.
For any of you guys?
I'm not sure.
Does it happen for you guys? Like, do you look something up, like a world, and then you exit out of the menu, then you go back in the menu, you look it up again, and then like more than half of the worlds that came up in your search are gone.
For me, it hasn't, but I only search for certain things. Yeah. For me, it hasn't, But I usually search for like a Doom World or something.
Where'd she go?
Crashed.
Oh.
Yep, so we gotta wait for her to log in again, I guess, yeah. I gotta ask her on message. Yeah, she just messaged me on Instagram. On Facebook, so yeah, she's saying that right now.
She just crashed? So she had sent me a link to like the video you made last time when you recorded us in the Christmas place. And I was like, I've got to be so much more entertaining than what I was.
Oh man, yeah, but it's fine. But you notice my avatar looks different in the video when I see myself in the reflection. I look like the Doom Slayer. Wait, do you see a robot or do you see the Doom guy?
I do a robot again.
So you see a robot with like a red visor? Okay, that's my one that you see if you don't see the Doom guy. Because either way, I like the robot enough, but I still prefer the Doom guy. But the robot's pretty cool too.
So did she just crash, or did her VR headset go down?
I'm not sure. She actually didn't message me. That was actually somebody else messaging on Facebook. But yes, like the rains are occurring. Yes, what was the rabbit's name again? Ethan?
Effron.
Oh, Effron. Effron the Efficient. There we go. That's a good title for him.
Effron the Efficient Rabbit.
Yes, and he's he's actually very inefficient, but you know, that's the whole point of that's the whole joke. Like the time.
You know, it really does suck that, like, the way that people see phrases and all that have kind of been ruined over time, because, like, Effron the Retarded Rabbit, like, it was a joke for me and my friend Nick, not like an offensive joke, like we weren't being malicious about it.
Yeah, exactly.
We were just like, this character is just stupid. You know, and that's the whole point of it. But people would have definitely gotten, like, way more offended now than they would have been, like, 10 plus years ago when we were making this character. You know, it just kind of sucks that people just don't, you know, can't see that we're not being offensive. We're just, it's for one character that doesn't exist.
He's the kind of rabbit who would walk through a puddle to get it, quote unquote, I want to get this over with. But he could have just walked around it. That's Effron for you.
Yep, that is Effron.
He's the kind of character.
The wrong way for everything.
He's the kind of character who would eat anything because he could take it. Meanwhile, it's like there's some things you really shouldn't eat. He's the kind of character who believes that he can inflate enough balloons to lift himself up in the air. And even if he could, he'd have no way of knowing how to get down safely. So, he lacked the foresight and lacked the planning. And Chuckles the Chinchilla calls him out on it. Oh, he confused the sink for a bathroom once. Wait, what? I was saying he confused the sink for the bathroom once. But I don't mean the sink in the bathroom either. Yeah, you could definitely do a gajillion things with such a character. It's, you know, you could revive him if you want.
I suppose I could, because I haven't even thought about him since, well, actually, since until now, when I remembered him from way back when, you know, I never thought, you know, it kind of just vanished out of my memory.
Yeah, and it's because we were talking about Chuckles. And the best part is, I don't care, you can use Chuckles as like a guest character. It's just pretty much a gray chinchilla. So the character could be like Effron's friend if you want. He's like a guest character that's being lent, so... It's not like I actually fully came up with the name either. It was just a friend's pet, so I got it from somewhere myself. But yeah, Chuckles the Chinchilla is the sarcastic straight man to the funny man, Effron antics.
You know, because I know a lot of characters from, I don't know, maybe 80s, maybe 90s, and there's always some character that's really stupid. You know, he does dumb stuff, but I think like Effron himself could be almost arrogant in his stupidity.
Exactly. Just like with the puddle, it's like, I better get this done. It's like, I have to do this, but he doesn't even have to do it. That's the kind of person he is. He's like, I gotta go through this puddle to prove to myself that I can. Meanwhile, why are you even doing that?
Just go around it like everybody else.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I got that from real life. But in real life, I knew what I was doing. When I was younger, I did to be a wise guy. I went through the puddle. But it's like, I knew it was kind of being funny. Whereas Effron, he doesn't know that. He actually does feel he has to do it.
Right. Yeah. In a way, it kind of echoes life as well. You know, there's a lot of people out there who are pretty arrogant in their own stupidity, and they don't listen to reason. They just keep doing it.
Yeah. It's almost like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, that kind of thing. So it's like, and what they mean is like somebody will try something that might fail, but they're doing it the same exact way, hoping it will succeed, not altering the plans or something like that.
Right.
It's like, just like with the door push example. He's gonna keep pushing the door, he could have just pulled it. It's like, he thought, okay, it's one thing you didn't think to pull the door, but if you're thinking just pushing it harder is gonna do it, that's not gonna do it.
Right, and like any other method that he comes up with trying to push this door will not give way, it will not let him succeed. Only until a rational person comes around and actually opens it the proper way.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, you could easily have a thing on that. It's like where he spends a whole episode almost like Acme levels of like he's not an inventor. I guess he's not smart enough to invent things, but he's smart enough to maybe order a contraption from online and try to use that to open the door, but still to push it open. So he goes overboard, but it's like, right. Yeah.
Or at one point, you know, maybe he thought that because his door was made out of wood, he would just keep on pouring water over it to soften the wood in hopes that it would open.
Yeah. Oh, man. I can imagine that at the end of the episode, it's like the other character is like, comes up to Effron and is like, no matter what I do, I can't push this door open. And then the other character pulls it, and then Effron's like, yay! It opened! I opened it! And it's like, no, you didn't.
I opened it. He just takes credit for it.
Yeah, that too. That could be another aspect of his thing. It was like, it's almost like arrogant stupidity, but arrogant stupidity.
Mm-hmm. He just can't be right, no matter how wrong he is.
Yeah.
Or he thinks he's right, no matter how wrong he is.
Exactly. It's like, and the thing is like, but that's the thing. Like in a story arc, a character has to like learn and progress. So it's like it'll be challenging in that sense, because it's like, okay, if Effron learns too much, he loses the whole point of the character. Because if he grows too much and he's no longer that way, it's like, okay, it's a good character arc, but he's supposed to be ongoing that way. So it's like, what character arc? If you give him a character arc, what would you give him? That's the question.
Well, you know, it definitely could be where, like, even though people are trying to teach him, like, you know, if you do it this way, this will be a lot better. He's like, no, you know what? I know what I'm doing. Probably better than you. And he just doesn't want to listen to reason because in his mind, like we said, his arrogance is just, he doesn't think he's wrong, even though he is, you know.
One of his worst times is when he, quote unquote, recycled his own water. You know what that means? Hey, I'll drink this water. I'll pee it out. I'll drink it again. Unlimited water. And then the other characters are definitely like rolling their eyes.
probably not to gross people out. It could be one of those things where he invites a friend over or something, and they're tasting water like, why does this taste so off? Why does this taste so salty? You know, and he's like, what do you mean? It's perfectly fine. Like, I've got unlimited water. And at one point, he like goes to the bathroom, and the person who's there is like watching after he flushes, like all this water from the flush go up a tube to the ceiling, work its way around, and do another canister that supposedly filters it, and it goes right back into the sink. And they're like, "Oh my god, what have I been drinking this whole time?"
Yeah, that's Effron for you. But that is also that's a sister idea to another idea I had actually, where it's like, you know, you pee in a water bottle, but then you peed in a 20-ounce ginger ale bottle. So if somebody confuses it for ginger ale, but that's a different kind of thing. This is like a actually with Adrian, you know, Mortesin. That's her name, by the way. In case I'm not sure if she wanted to say it or not, but I did. Oh well, Alice Luna. There you go. Whatever you want to call her. Yeah. But anyways, I forgot what her screen name was already. Wow. But Mortesin, yeah. With Mortesin in real life, we filmed a skit. We filmed a skit where we didn't actually. I didn't actually pee, obviously, but yeah, we actually had actual ginger ale. But the whole gist was that, oh, that's not ginger ale. That's, you know what, piss. So this idea is kind of related to that, but it's supposedly water, not ginger ale. So, yeah.
That could also be one thing too, where like there's another couple characters that are going to be going to see Effron. Like, they're his friends because they kind of feel bad for him. But one of them's like, whatever you do, don't drink his ginger ale.
Oh, that's great, because that could be a reference to the other joke, and it also imply the ginger ale is worse. You know, the pea ale is even worse than his recycled water.
Urine ale.
Oh man. But yeah, there's a lot that can be done with that. It's like, hey, it's like if a comic was made, where would we put it online? That's the question. It's like, because I actually wouldn't mind revitalizing Chuckles as a comic sometimes. It's like, okay, how is that? I'm not sure like where I would go with that, like where it would be posted. I mean, I could probably find places that are suitable for it, but you know, it's like I make maps for Doom and Quake communities. I know exactly where to put them. Whereas this thing is like, okay, where do I go with this? I wouldn't have a clue.
Where Effron would go? Then you can just make a sunny area, nice little house on a hill, maybe one tree in the front yard.
Oh no, I meant like where online.
That goes off into a...
Oh yeah, that's true. But I meant like literally online in real life. Like where would you put a comic strip you make online to get it known and seen? That's I was more asking about that kind of stuff. Yeah. If I made one on Chuckles or you made one on Effron, like where would we post it online where you can get, you know, hell, even make money. I don't even know. Like as I said, Kindle. It's like, okay, you put anything on Kindle, but nobody's gonna know it exists there. So unless you promote it somehow.
I mean, the only way that I could promote that is like maybe through TikTok and be like, hey, I'm creating this character called Effron the Efficient Rabbit. Is not efficient whatsoever.
Me, I'd actually,
you know, reception.
Because the only problem with the title, in my opinion, is like Effron the Efficient Rabbit's too much. I just call him Effron the Efficient and just cut it off there. But he's still a rabbit, obviously. So yeah. But that's just my thing. You could call him Effron the Efficient Rabbit. But I think it's too much in the title. I was like, oh, Effron the Efficient. That's it. That's the title. Maybe as a subtitle they can mention he's a rabbit, but the title is Effron the Efficient. It just, you know, has a finality, like he really does think he's efficient ring to it. And with just that title, Effron the Efficient, it emphasizes the efficient, and somebody's going to be like, oh, this is comedy. I know he's probably not that efficient. So they're already thinking, uh-oh, what hijinks is there going to be? Just because it cuts off on efficient.
Effron the Efficient.
But yeah, you could definitely take that somewhere. And it's like Chuckles the Chinchilla.
Yeah. You know, I don't belong to too many, if hardly any, communities that can promote much. You know, that people would see.
You can even, yeah, that's the only thing. But it's like, oh, then you have to conceptualize what he looks like. If you maybe you did that already when you were younger. I don't know, but yeah, conceptualize what he looks like for sure. Like, give it an art style, give him unique features. Like, does he look? He has to. I think he has to look a little bit funny, but not too funny. It's like part of it. It's like, okay, looks like he's could be stupid, but he can't. It can't be overtly obvious. It has to be his actions that speak louder than his looks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, maybe he has one ear that's flopped over, one ear that's straight up. Like my dog in real life has he was born with no ear canal and no cartilage, very little cartilage in one ear. So his one ear stands up, one ear flops down. But maybe that could be a thing for Effron. So yeah, that could be an interesting design choice.
Maybe I should make up some mock-up designs on what he would look like.
Yeah, that could be done for sure. And give him like a unique color, like maybe like he'll be like bluish green or something. I don't know. It could be. It doesn't have to be like just a real life brown rabbit or whatever. Chuckles the Chinchilla is already kind of grayish, so he could have a splash of color, however muted that color may be. So yeah, that's a good idea. I wonder if Adrian's coming back, because I messaged her on Facebook. I don't see her. So maybe she did get dizzy and decided to lay down. I have no idea.
Oh, man. Yeah, usually, because I was kind of looking at TikTok Messenger, the messages too, and I was like, she hasn't messaged me yet.
Yeah, so I think maybe she just felt dizzy and just, I don't know, maybe she took a nap. I don't think it's an emergency or anything, but I hope she's alright. I hope she didn't, like, barf or something. I don't know. Yeah,
I know she was talking about how looking outside there, that it kind of made her feel sick, but...
Yeah. But it's like, it's not so bad if you don't look. She wasn't even looking out there that much. It's like me, and I'm on PC, so I can look out there. It's perfectly fine for me. But yeah, she wasn't even looking out there at the time it happened. Like, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know what. I'm pretty sure she just probably crashed and was like, okay, that's it. Because after maybe she got up or something, or maybe moved around, and she felt dizzy after she had to move. I don't know. That's just speculation. Yeah, but it's been like maybe 20 minutes, or I don't even know how long it's been. Probably like 20 minutes, and she hasn't, messaged or came back or anything.
Mm-hmm. I hope she actually feels good, that it's not a big issue.
Yeah, but I do
know
think
a couple times with some maps that had gotten pretty bad motion sickness wise.
Yeah, that stinks. But as I told her myself, it's like it's important to get some rest before, because tomorrow she's gonna have that that Zoom New Year's party thing. And I have my overnight job tomorrow night going into Saturday morning, so it's like, okay, I'll have to sleep until like 11:45, because I have to go in at like 12:30, as I usually do. But I usually wake up at like 12:10, so I gotta wake up at like 11:45 to see the actual New Year's. Oh, Christmas tree.
I was gonna see if I can't touch this lantern and do anything with it.
Yeah, it's not interactable. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I like how the raft moves around too. That's neat. Huh?
Yeah, I'm a cool turtle then.
Turtle. Whoa. Turtle.
Hell yeah.
I like that avatar. That's funny.
Turtle.
The turtle looks like he's
you can do about it.
perpetually smiling too. I like that. The turtle looks like he's smiling forever.
Because I'm the cool turtle, there ain't nothing you can do about how cool I am. I
You can
smile
add-
because I'm cool.
You can add a pair of sunglasses, like the Squirrel Squad. Remember them for Pokemon? They all wore the sunglasses.
Squirrel's fun.
Yeah. Add that. It will enhance it. In fact, there could be an episode of Effron the Efficient where he tries these coolness enhancers, but he does everything that's like the opposite. I'm trying out my coolness enhancers, yeah. It could be a pair of shoes, it could be this or that. Obviously, the message would be superficiality is not always the best. That would be the message of that particular comic episode or whatever. So, you know, something just another idea. And then of course when one doesn't work, he tries everything at once. So he has weird shoes, weird pants, weird glasses, and he's wearing multiple layers. So he's like 4 layers of pants, 5 layers or whatever, and he just looks super ridiculous to the point where it's like it backfires somehow. But maybe he actually should get a glimmer of learning from that, but he still doesn't fully grasp it. But he should grasp. In other words, he should grasp it at some level that, okay, maybe it didn't work, but at some other level he does not grasp it. So, or else, you know, he'd grow too much too soon. Maybe by the end of the strip, if it was to be done that way, then maybe he can grow out of it. But then what? That would be the end of the show, pretty much.
It could be that even if people are like, hey, you know what? You're not cool. They're like really getting on him. Because of still his arrogance, he doesn't want to ever think that he's ever wrong. He's like, oh, these definitely aren't cool. All these clothes aren't cool. But you know what? I'm going to come back with even better stuff. And it's just even worse stuff. But in his mind, it's still better. You know, he still hasn't learned any lessons. He still hasn't made it. You know, he doesn't learn anything. It's like one of those, you know.
Meanwhile, Chuckles the Chinchilla is a lot wiser. Chuckles realizes he can wear an accessory, but he doesn't care what people think, so he'll just wear it anyways. It's not like he's trying to impress somebody, but it's that, I mean, to an extent maybe, but Chuckles knows better because Chuckles will be like, okay, maybe even if it's trying to impress somebody, I'm still wearing it primarily for me. And if they don't like it, that's fine by me, I don't care. I'll just keep doing it. But whereas Effron, he's going to try harder, and he thinks that, oh, if I try harder, it'll convince him. It's that different frame of mind, you know? Effron versus Chuckles. Whereas Chuckles realizes, oh, I'm not trying harder. I'm not necessarily trying. If it convinces him, great. But if not, okay, I'll roll. I'm fine with that too. I don't care. So Chuckles is way more mature than Effron for sure.
Yeah, Effron has like a Dumb and Dumber kind of mindset. You know, where they just don't understand what they're getting themselves into, but they keep on doing stupid shit anyways.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Beavis and Butthead. He's kind of like that in a sense too. But he's like, he's the singular character that's like that, whereas Chuckles is like his straight man to his funny man shenanigans. So
he definitely recreating Effron since 10 plus years. When did we actually? It had to have been. Maybe 15 years ago?
Damn, time flies.
That it does. You know, we hadn't really done much of anything for about 10 years with him. And then it just kind of stopped because my friend ended up moving to Colorado, so he's been there since 2012, I want to say.
Oh, wow.
He's doing pretty good over there, so, yeah.
Effron the Efficient. That could be a thing, though. In fact, if I were to do a concept sketch, you should definitely send it to your friend too. Like message him, like, oh, look at this cool Effron idea that could be revitalized. I don't know, just something like that. Yeah.
I could, because I still talk to him on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, cool.
Every now and again.
Oh, actually, you know what?
So
I'll add you on Facebook as well, if that's all right. And then I can when I do the drawing, I can send it to you. What is your Facebook, anyways? Thomas something.
It'll be Thomas Calling Eagle.
Oh, okay. Calling you one word? That's one word, right? As the last name.
Actually, it'd be two. Would be Thomas space calling eagle space or calling space eagle.
Aha. Okay, it doesn't have the letter
Mm-hmm.
P in it. The reason I say that is because I use the letter P for my record button. So yeah, I could type it right now. I'll just send a request because I don't want to end the recording just yet.
Right. Yeah, I can also look on my phone to see if you've got that. The image on there. It looks. I guess it looks kind of like me. Just more guy mode, I guess.
Is it average grunt at Savita? Is that you? No.
Yes.
Oh, that is you.
Yeah. My job changed its name from REM to Savita not that long ago, and they have not been doing a good job of doing a good job.
It's almost...
Oliver.
Yep. Okay, the right person. I added. Yes, that is you. All right, perfect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
Excellent, excellent. Pleased to make your acquaintance, for real.
Yeah, it's for outside of VR. Definitely. I'm looking at it through like the space between my nose and the VR headset.
Oh wow, yeah. I keep forgetting because I'm just doing this on a PC, so and I have two screens. So I have my second screen to the left that just has Facebook open, so it's a lot easier that way.
Hmm.
Oh right, that's cool.
Oh,
All right. Yeah. So what time is it actually? It's almost midnight. I might actually call it a night. I'm actually gonna be up making maps for my project still, but yeah. VR chat, even though in both these worlds the three of us have been pretty much just chit-chatting, it's still pretty fun. I mean, VR chat's not like Doom Eternal where you're like fighting monsters and stuff. It's not the same, so it's by its nature VR chat is, you chat. That's what mainly you do, besides maybe exploring.
Well, it is in the title.
Exactamundo. Alright, it's been real. I'm actually going to upload this video as well, and I will talk to you soon. I wonder what Adrian's at, or Mortesin, or Alice, wherever she goes. She goes by all those things.
Well, I mean, if you get a hold of her, hopefully she feels well. Hopefully she's not sick or anything, and
Yeah, exactly. I hope for the best too. Especially when she wants to have that Zoom thing tomorrow to celebrate New Year's. So, yeah, but I'm pretty sure.
Right, and I downloaded Zoom, so like I think maybe she wanted to invite me to that, but I'd have to find a way to connect to people, I guess.
She has a Facebook group. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I added you to it. She has a New Year's Eve 2022 Zoom thing, so that should be fine. Honestly, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just add you to the group.
Nice. Well, yeah. I mean, if anything, hopefully she's all right.
Yeah.
And if you need to get off, that's fine. I'll probably get off here myself. I got to work in the morning, so.
Oh yeah, I have work way at 10 a.m. So for me it's different because other nights I have work from 12:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. and then I'm done. And then other days I have 12:30 to 9, and then that job from 10 to 4 or 11 to 4. Whereas say it's just that second job from 10 to 4, and then my third job making the master of video games, I just work around it. So yeah. All right, so actually it's easier for my phone. What I'm gonna do: add people. There. Add. Alright, so you should be in the group now.
Oh, awesome.
Alrighty. Alright, sounds like a plan. I'm gonna actually log off and end the recording here. It's been nice talking to you.
You bet, it's been fun.
Alright. Catch you later.
Catch you later, man.
Good night.